The National Football League has traveled south of the border as we are in Mexico City, Mexico on EA Sports. Tonight it's another installment of the International Series, and we've got a good one on tap between the Chicago Bears and the Atlanta Falcons.
Pat O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Not something you expect to see from the opening kickoff, that's for sure, and they will start at the 40. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. On the handoff, it's Gurley. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the shotgun, Ryan into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. After the interception, here's Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a 1st down. Quick pass out to Miller. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Bears have taken the early lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up second.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build
pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. To credit that sack to Robert Quinn.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer. Tackle for loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here comes Cohen. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bears take over
at their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
A pickup of 18 yards. It's now 3rd down.
Third and 2. Now Trubisky. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Allen Bailey drops him for a loss of 10. And it's going to be 4th and long. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
2nd quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. From the 38, Ryan. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From just shy of midfield, Ryan. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's Gurley. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
The ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 29, Ryan. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 1.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. Well, the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A throw over the middle, taken in, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And then
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now Gurley. Down to about the 22 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Working with a 2nd and 3. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And he tugged this one badly. It's no good. Wide left. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
2nd and 6. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky going up top for Miller. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now Trubisky on first down, and that'll be incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Touchdown, Chicago! Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. To throw is Ryan. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Stocker's got it. Complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 29-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. On 1st down, Trubisky. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. They'll go back to Robinson. This time he's got him. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. Now this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
On downs.
Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The The Falcons on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 20. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Cohen. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
The 27-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And Gibbs got it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Trubisky, and that is incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And that'll make it 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. That's complete to Robinson. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A Chicago 1st down. The former Jag, Allen Robinson, on the catch from Trubisky. 1st down, a run with Cohen. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a 1st with 3rd down looming. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery, and he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
At the 23-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cohen, and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
He's brought down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. 2nd and 7 from the 20. They try again with Cohen, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Throwing now is Trubisky. This is caught by Gill. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
A.J. Terrell.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
4-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Falcons' 4-yard line.
Trubisky to throw. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts him up 6. I I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now.
14.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. A big hitter to start the drive has them up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Trubisky now off the bootleg. Caught by Montgomery. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
That's another Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final.
Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Bears 28, Falcons 14. Pat O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I'll bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.